So here we have a Kirby GBA game that doesn't have an atrociously bad ROM intro.
Yeah.
So anyway, here we got Kirby and the Amazing Mirror. I have seen a little bit of this game, but not a whole lot. And with me is Masterstarman, unless you want to be known as
Hello,
something
everybody.
else.
No, it's
In which
fine.
case, too bad. No. So yeah, I'm gonna get started on this in a second here. I will mention that, I guess I'll let this play out. I will mention that we considered trying to do this in multiplayer mode, but didn't want to be bothered with the annoyances that are VBA link over the internet.
Yeah, it was something.
And so, up until about a week ago, I knew absolutely nothing about this game, and then, Flustered Custard did a stream on it, and I watched that for a couple hours. I'm kind of wishing now that I hadn't, because I would have preferred to go into this blind, but, I don't think I knew for certain that I was doing a, like, I don't know what to call these things, like, just a 2-hour session thing with this game, so... Anyways, I guess we'll get started here, and here's the music that I completely hate because of it constantly playing when I tried to get the link settings to work in the previous game. And let's just go. So I'm assuming you've beaten this game, right?
Many times.
So start out by ducking repeatedly, and we've got up to float just like the other one. Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same controls as the other one. There's a few new things you can do, too, but...
So this enemy I described during that
This enemy
stream
sucks.
as being 3/5 of a Luma.
Yeah.
It's pretty accurate.
Yeah, that enemy's annoying because it can steal your abilities whenever you have them.
Oh, it can.
Yeah.
But anyway, for anyone who has seen nothing of this game, the main gimmick of this one is A, there's just 4 Kirbys for some reason, and B, the entire game is a gigantic maze.
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh noes, how will I get past? I assume I have to call the other Kirbys.
They just come through sometimes.
So there's actually not too many puzzles that involve the other Kirbys, right? Most of the time you can do
Not
stuff like
really. Usually if there is, it's for, like, a treasure or something.
that. And that is a battery.
Yeah.
So I don't actually know how this phone works. Let me
The R button calls the other Kirbys, the L button just takes you back to the hub world whenever you get there.
Okay. I guess right now neither of them are doing anything, so...
Yeah, the AIs in this game don't really do anything.
Yeah, I noticed that. Oh, okay. Hold on. This is the Cupid ability. I have not been able to use this one before. I have only seen it very briefly.
Cupid, if I can be honest, isn't the most spectacular thing in the world.
Yeah, I suppose not. It looks kind of interesting now. You get to float.
Yeah.
Like, I know, Kirby floating, who would have guessed, but,
And it's also just a really weak ability in general.
I will keep it for 35 seconds then.
Like, as much as I don't really like Kirby Triple Deluxe that much, I'll give Archer Kirby credit in that it's a better ability than Cupid is.
I never played that one.
I'm not a big fan of it, to be honest.
Like, what was the gimmick in that one? Just the, like,
A lot of 3D gyroscope, just 3DS gimmickry, and a big emphasis on the Hypernova fruit.
On the what?
It was basically a super ability that just gave Kirby a huge inhale,
Oh, yeah. Okay.
and they just used that way too much, and there's a lot of just annoying mini-bosses, and... I don't know, I was sick of it by the time I was done with it.
Yeah, I don't remember if I went through an entire list of the Kirbys I've played when I did my LP of the other one, but I played the original Adventure. I had Dreamland 2, but never finished it. Superstar I've played through like a dozen times. I love that one.
Yeah, that's a game I've been considering speedrunning recently.
It's just like a button.
There's something that shows up there in the after game.
Let's see, Dream Course, if that one counts. I also had Kirby Pinball for the Game Boy, but I don't think that one counts either.
I don't think Dream Course counts.
Played a bit of 64, and by that I mean I think I played like 3/4 of it, but never finished it.
Okay.
Let's see, Air Ride. Obviously I did Nightmare in Dreamland, and
Yeah.
I did Epic Yarn, which I actually did finish.
Yeah, it's good.
Rented Return to Dreamland. I don't remember if we finished it. We at least got pretty close.
Yeah.
And I think that's it. I haven't played either of the 3DS ones.
Okay. Yeah, I like Planet Robobot a lot, but I just didn't care for Triple Deluxe that much.
Okay, so I know at this point the path kind of branches. Do you have
It
a
doesn't
preference?
really matter, I don't think. Like, there's... I don't think it actually matters, honestly.
Okay. Is one more interesting than the other?
I'd say the down path might be the more interesting one.
Okay.
I'm not really sure, but I think the down path's a little bit more interesting.
And here
That guy
we
gets
just kind
spider.
of have weird fighting mole.
Yeah.
Good to see that Beam is not completely useless in this one.
Yeah, I liked Beam in, games like Superstar and Return to Dreamland, where it could do more than just one move.
See, in Superstar, I hated it because, like, it had more than one move, but it always seemed extremely underpowered. Like, even the weakest enemies wouldn't die from it unless you hit them multiple times, so I just kind
Yeah,
of
I guess.
got a
I mean,
bad vibe from it. What are
I
you?
think it was buffed a little
it's
bit
not.
in Superstar Ultra, but I'm not 100% sure.
So here's Missile, which I've heard is a really shitty ability. Let's see how this... Oh, God.
Yeah, good luck controlling this
Oh.
sort of thing.
Okay.
If you actually save Missile, though, there's a secret you can go off to in in a few screens.
Okay, I'll try my
'Cause
best.
You could have saved Burning as well from the beginning, but it basically needs something that can break gray blocks.
There's a burn.
Actually, I didn't even realize there was a Burning guy right there.
I'm gonna stick with this one because it's awful, so...
Yeah. Missile surprisingly has
Oh
been
no, it's
more than
Dark
one
Kirby,
hit.
what are we gonna do? Yeah, I didn't know about the Dark Kirby thing until I saw the stream, and then he just kind of enters a battle and hits him once, and he just kind of fucks off. And I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
well, that was worthwhile. Like,
He just mainly shows up and then you hit him once and you get like an item, that's pretty much it.
is there anything here besides
No.
the star? It looks like...
I'm actually surprised, I usually think there is something here. I think there's an area like that in Squeak Squad that has an item, but...
Are we gonna go? And there's just kind of a lump of haggis.
Yeah.
So what does that do?
That was a map.
How do I access the map?
Pause and hit select.
Okay. So yeah, this is obviously only a tiny portion of the game, and already it's...
Yeah, there's 9 areas. So this was the part I was talking about where if you save Missile, you can access a secret area, because there's some...
That's
right
fast.
over.
What is that fast?
I never liked those guys. Those guys seem like they have way too much health.
Alrighty. And, okay, I guess we'll... Oh, god damn it. Did I mess that up?
No, I don't think so. I think you can just go in the door and exit and... Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
And that gets me, I guess, just over here. Not sure what this does yet.
I think this more or less
Oh,
just...
wait, does this one have laser?
Yes.
I like laser, okay. Oh, god damn it. Did not expect random... whatever that is.
I think that's supposed to be electricity.
It, I'll give it credit, it looks more like electricity than the stuff that's supposed to be electricity in Victim's Adventure 2.
Yeah.
But, which basically is just a pile of, like, red fibers on the floor. But,
Yeah. It's been a long time since I played that game.
oh, you did play through it?
Yeah, I did.
That's cool. Yeah, I've been meaning to go through that one again at some point, but I'm waiting until October, because that'll be my 10th anniversary of when I uploaded my first video.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yep. Yeah, my channel started April 1st of 2006, but I didn't actually upload anything until October of that year.
I know my channel started January 31st, 2008, but I don't remember when my first video was ever uploaded.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You can't go here yet. This is just like opens up a gate shortcut thing. Travel between the two worlds.
Okay, so what is this again? I go in here, I fall down a hole, I appear in a room where I can't do anything, and then I leave.
When you
So I
come
guess
back,
that
when you
thing
come
over there
back
opens a
in,
door.
when you come back to Olive Ocean later, if you for whatever reason want to travel back to this part of Moonlight Mansion, you can.
Okay, so every time I see one of these little machines, is it going to be a shortcut?
Yeah, pretty much. They're actually not common in the game though. There's only, counting the two you just saw, there's only 4 in the game, I think.
Ah, okay.
So.
Nothing like introducing a mechanic and then never using it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Alright, I am going... Oh, God damn it. I wanted to call in the other Kirbys and see if they gave me, like, healing items and then get the battery, but no.
Yeah. I think the other way is actually a little bit more interesting, like the main way that you're supposed to go, because I think through the other door, you fight Mr. Frosty, but he has kind of an odd typo in this game.
Oh, yeah, I remember seeing that. I just don't remember what the typo was.
He's called Mr. Flossy in this game.
Oh, excellent.
I can kind of see how they might have screwed that up, because R and L are the same letter in Japanese, but...
But, I mean, you'd think simple proofreading.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't an NES game.
Yeah, and it's in all versions of this game, too, so...
Oh, and we're dead. Flossy. So, was this the only other GBA one besides,
Nightmare in Dreamland?
Or Nightmare, or whatever the hell it was?
I think. I don't think there were any other Kirby games on the GBA.
Because, I
know
thought
there was a lot of spin-offs on, like, the Game Boy, and, like, the Game Boy and Game Boy Color. I think these two were the only ones on the GBA, though.
Okay. Because I thought that Squeak Squad was GBA until
No,
the
that's
stream, and then
DS.
I learned it was DS.
Yeah.
So that one had that one, it had,
Canvas Curse, Mass Attack, and Superstar Ultra.
Yeah, I feel like there was just kind of a point where they started releasing a crap ton of Kirby games, like, really close to each other, and that's when I stopped following them, because...
Yeah. I mean, I was young at the time when these games came out, so, like, I was a big Kirby fan, so I was getting a lot of them, so... And I mean, I do really like some of them, like, this is one of my favorite Kirby games here. I really like...
Let's see what we got here. Oh boy.
I think Canvas Curse is a really good game for the DS.
Which button calls the Kirbys?
R.
It's like I didn't want to press the wrong one and then teleport back somewhere.
Yeah.
So how does that work in multiplayer then? You just, like, one person presses the button and it completely makes everybody else do what they're doing?
It gives you the other person an option, like, press R to go to this other person or whatever.
I am not sure what the hell I'm looking at right now.
For some reason, at my old school, where we had, like, some after-school, like, video game design club for a little bit, and it was just a guy teaching us how to use Game Maker, and for some reason, this was one of the sprites for enemies that we had, or I guess just sprites in general. This is a way back to the hub world.
Okay.
Like,
So, did I actually accomplish anything?
Not really. This was a dead-end path, pretty much.
Alright then.
So... on the bright side, you can take that other path and on the way back to Moonlight Mansion again. I usually tend to forget. There's a lot I remember about this game, but a lot that I tend to forget about at the same time. Like, sometimes which paths lead where.
Okay, so I guess all I can do is go in this door, right? Yes.
There is another... It's kind of linear for this first part of the game, and then after you beat the first main boss, which is in Moonlight Mansion, then it opens up the rest of the game, basically.
So, Rainbow Route doesn't have a boss, or is it...
No, it doesn't.
Okay. Recognize this music from Brawl.
Yeah.
Except I think it was just called, like, Forest Area.
Yeah.
So, take the top one this time, then?
Yeah, might as well. Although it's a bit different than it is in Superstar, I actually like Fighter in this game.
The regular Fire ability has always been kind of one of the weaker ones, I think.
Yeah, I meant to say, I said Fighter there, but yeah, Fire is pretty good.
Well, come on, really?
Yeah, Fire...
Let it be known I am not good at this game.
Yeah, Fire on its own isn't really that good. In games like Superstar and like the newer ones where it's like combined with Burning, then it's pretty good.
I wonder why they renamed Fireball into Burning.
I'm not sure, really.
I recognize this room.
Yeah.
So I guess there was no difference between the top and bottom path.
Yeah, the bottom path has another section to it in the room down there, but it's something that's opened up later.
Speed this up.
Yeah. The golems actually are kind of interesting because there's different colors and each one actually gives... they all can give stone, but they each have a chance... Or, well, this one doesn't have a chance of giving anything different, but they all have... They all have a chance of, or the other two colors have a chance of giving something different. There's silver ones that I believe have a chance of giving Fighter, and there's gold ones that have a chance of giving Wheel.
Okay.
I think this was the first game where, not counting Wheelie Rider, I think this was the first game where Wheel could jump on its own.
I never remember what button that is.
Yeah, you usually don't need the other Kirbys for a whole lot.
It's good for a cheap heal.
Yeah, I guess.
Alright, where are you gonna take me then? Oh, here's Mr. Flossy.
Yep.
And can I hit him through the floor? Yes, I can.
I think Sword has an up B attack that can hit him through the floor, too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's a really good move.
I don't think I realized that this game had, like, multiple abilities for each one.
Yeah, for a lot of them do, anyway.
What in the hell is this thing? I mean, I know it's a bat, but it's weird looking.
Yeah.
And it's gone.
Just like the one so perk. I mean...
What the hell is this?
This is a shortcut back up. Oh, bomb, okay.
I thought that was, like, grass power or something. So, bomb and...
Fighter.
I have created a dotted line. Success.
That is a shortcut back to the start.
Alright. Can I get this ability?
Hit
Apparently not.
select.
Oh, okay. So we get the up thing. Yeah, okay.
Fighter functions a little bit differently in this game.
I'll stick with it for a while. Oh, hello. Already having a hard time remembering if I've been in places or not. This looked familiar for a second, but I guess it's not really.
Yeah, it's a new area. I think actually that's an area you have been over there, just a different part of it. You don't want to hit the last one.
Yeah, I remember this part from the stream.
Okay.
Like, I was not by any means, like, paying super attention. I was not, like, paying super close attention to, like, where stuff was, but I remember certain things that were pointed out, and it's like, this is the part where every Kirby game has that puzzle where it's like, hit a couple things and don't hit the other thing.
Yeah, Great Cave Offensive comes to mind with that.
Yeah, the very beginning of it. I think the whip.
Yeah.
Either the whip or the nene, I don't remember which. That might be the shittiest song, so. There's a thing that is now dead. Okay.
Yeah, there's actually, if you fly up in this room here, there's a secret here. That can lead you up to Area 9 if you keep going that way, but you don't have an ability that can take you there, it seems like.
Yeah, is there one I can get in this place?
No.
Oh well.
I'd say if you want to just keep going the normal way to get like, more of the overworld opened up.
Okay.
I think that other door is just like a little secret or something. There's like nothing else in this room.
Oh yeah, there's like a distinction between ones that you can return from and ones you can't, right?
I don't think so. I think the...
I didn't add that.
Yeah. I think the only thing I can think of is that the... Actually, I don't know. I know the blue light means, like, if it's a door you haven't gone through, you're not, but I never knew I didn't think there was a distinction between what doors you could or couldn't go through.
Well, there's the silver one.
Yeah.
And it's dead. I wonder what made him decide to go Metroidvania on this one. I guess just to do something different.
Yeah, I guess.
I've never actually played a Castlevania that falls in that category. I've only ever played the first one.
Yeah, I was actually playing Aria of Sorrow for the GBA just before this, so... This is like...
Are they basically just what they sound like? Are they just...
Yeah,
like,
pretty much. I mean, there's some other distinctions, like experience and, like, leveling up and stuff, like, and, like, items and such, like RPG things. But... yeah, they're pretty much what they sound like.
Yeah, I think I've mentioned this at some point before, but way back a number of years ago, I decided to start playing the original NES Castlevania on emulator, and basically kept replaying it until I got good at it, and then like I could actually get through the majority of the game without having to rely on save states. And for a Halloween special, I was just going to play the entirety of the game. I booted up the game.
I think I remember you mentioning this.
Yeah, booted up the game, started talking for like 2 seconds, realized I had nothing interesting to say about the game, and was like, okay, fuck it.
Yeah, I think you were doing... I think I remember you mentioning that in Fire Red Omega.
Possibly. It sounds like about the right time. This is back to the mansion, right?
Yeah, the middle path is the new one. And I think this is, yeah, the map. So now you can see the map of Rainbow Root.
Okay. I'm not sure if I fully understand this map here. So, Area 2 is the one I just completed, right?
Yes.
And the gold rooms designate what exactly?
Rooms you've been to, but as you see 2 screens to the left of where you are, there's a room that's not flashing. That means that you haven't gotten all the treasure chests in that room.
Okay.
So, that's a useful tip when trying to go for 100%, because getting all the treasure chests is needed for that.
Okay, well this is new, because I don't remember having the wheel.
Yeah.
So you can jump with this? Oh,
Yes.
That's kind of cool. Anything in here? Nope.
No, not really. I think this room you just go through with wheel, and this is the bottom half of that one area you were in.
Kind of wish this game had the treasure collecting aspect from Great Cave Offensive. I feel like that would have been interesting in this type of world.
At the same time, yeah, that would have been cool. At the same time, though, a lot of the items in this game, you can get things that like can change Kirby's color and stuff.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
So,
I saw like a gray one.
yeah.
Okay, this room seems entirely unnecessary.
Yeah, you were already in like this upper part of it.
Oh, was I?
Yeah, it's that bottom half at that first split path.
Okay. So I haven't been in this door, I think.
No. And I think there's another split path at the very bottom of this, so...
Excellent.
Yeah, this is where the game just opens up completely and you just go exploring.
Nothing wrong with that, I suppose. It's just a matter of keeping track of where you've been, and that's what the map's
Yeah.
for. I just don't know how to read it.
At least it gives you a map on, like, say, the original Metroid.
I was bitching about the original Metroid last night after we finished the Prime playthrough, because there's just so many parts in that game where you have to find an extremely obscure secret in order to progress.
Yeah.
There's just absolutely no indication that there's anything there. Do you
Like-
care which way I go here?
No, it doesn't matter.
Oh, hey, it's this song.
Yeah, like, I think when it comes to between the original Metroid and the original Zelda, I think the original Zelda's still cryptic as anything, but at least there's some hints in that.
It is, and the thing about the original Zelda is most of the really hidden shit is not necessary. Like, I'd say the worst things to find in that game are the hidden rupee caves and the heart piece, or the heart containers.
Yeah, which they help a lot. Like, I would probably never think to do, like, a 3-heart run of the original Zelda or something.
This is a shortcut to the beginning, right?
No, that is a, takes you to a new area.
Okay.
Whenever you see that special door that's like that, it means that you're going to a new area.
I guess I probably want to do that. I'm not sure where this other door goes. But, sure, we'll go. But yeah, in the original, like, in the first quest, like, a good number of the dungeons are not really all that hard to find, and then there's a few that are, but they do give you hints. They're badly translated hints, but they do exist. And people claim that level 8 is really hard to find, but I actually found that really, really easily when I played it as a kid.
Yeah, that's not too hard to find, I think.
It's just, like, you just
It's
burn
kind
a
of-
tree that's in the middle of a path, and it's specifically blocking your way. It just kind of seemed natural to do that.
I think, I don't remember if it's this room or the next room, but at the bottom of this, I think there's another shortcut back to the beginning. It's either this room or the next room, I don't remember which. Like, okay, yeah, it's not this room then.
But, yeah, that's the first quest. Second quest, though, that one's complete bullshit. I'm not gonna claim otherwise. So this is back to the beginning, you said?
No, There's another room at the very bottom of this room.
I'm just gonna check and make sure there's nothing here.
Okay, I think there... Yeah, there's another way to go there. I don't know if you can return once you jump up there, though.
Looks like not. So
Yeah.
let's see where this goes. Not that looking at this tells me anything, but...
Okay, I guess you can return back there then, so... no, actually you can't. This is leads to a dead end.
Oh, it does? Just like an exit room, or...?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Usually exit rooms have treasure, but... Yeah.
Yeah, on the Zelda subject, I think the highlight of the second quest has got to be, I think it's level 8, where you have to, like, bomb a wall on the other end of a river, where you just use the ladder to, like...
Oh, yeah, that's... try going to the right side of this room.
Like...
Yeah, that's complete bullshit.
Apparently the game does give a hint, because there's a person that says, like, south of arrow mark hides a secret, and if you look at the map, like, one screen north of that is just an arrow pointing to the left, and if you, like, if you pay attention to the positioning of, like, the tip of that arrow, and then are exactly in that same column of sprites going straight down to the other screen, that's where the door is, but nobody is ever going to find that. Like,
yeah.
So, alright then. I'm just kind of wandering at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, this is mostly a water area that you're in right now.
You ever play Zelda 2?
Me? Yes.
Have you ever beaten Zelda 2?
The furthest I got, I was playing it on the Virtual Console, the furthest I got was just about to start the 6th dungeon.
Oh, well that's a hell of a lot farther than I ever got.
Oh, and I was just using, like, the suspend points, like...
Oh, the save state thing.
Yeah, the home button, like the home menu thing. And then I never actually saved in the game, and then one of my friends, like, hit reset or something, and I basically lost all my data. So...
Yeah, I played that one on the GameCube disc, and
yeah.
I think I might have beaten the first dungeon and then got sick of it, because it was... You could die way too easily, and I didn't like how much trouble you had to go through to get your, like, all your stuff back when you died.
Yeah, that's
Because didn't you lose, like, basically all of your level-ups, or how did that work?
I don't think you lost your level-ups, I think you just lost your experience. So...
Well, that was the thing.
Yeah, I think we have a new ability coming up, but I'm not sure. There's 2 paths in this area, and I don't usually remember which one's which.
I like the face on that cook down there.
Yeah. Kirby's always kind of an underused ability, I think. Yeah, it's like one of the most common in the anime for whatever reason.
Never watched that.
Yeah, I liked it a lot personally, but I'm probably a kind of minority in that. Yeah, here's like the best ability ever.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that thing. Again, kind of wishing I hadn't watched that stream now, because I would have not known about any of this stuff, but that's okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I still like not knowing where I'm going at all, so...
I feel like if there's one criticism I can give this game is that a lot of the new abilities in this game, with the exception of one, are just not that great.
So, do I want to become big again, or...?
Yeah, you drop down there and let the guy steal your ability.
Well, can't I just do that?
Or, I think the spikes can... prevent... I think the spikes, if your ability touches spikes, it disappears.
Oh, so I need to get it again, okay.
Yeah.
Alright then. And call the... Oh, no, I don't need them.
Yeah, there are bigger blocks that you will need your guys for at some point. Although I think Sword can actually push them as well. For some reason.
Good job. I didn't realize I couldn't fly.
Yeah, it's not very helpful with that. Although I think... I'm not sure, but I think the block might actually still be gone because...
Yep.
Yeah, if other Kirbys are still in the realm, it'll count as if, like, nothing changes if you die.
Yeah, it looks like I just got a paint can. How do I use that?
You have to reset the game to use that.
Okay.
So...
And the screen just turns dark for a second there for no reason.
I think another guy was getting an ability.
Okay. Suddenly thousands of Scarface. There might only be 4, but we're gonna claim there's thousands. I'm just gonna pretend that I am eventually heading towards something.
Should I be the bearer of bad news, or...?
Dead end.
Yep.
Yay. Oh, well, I guess that'll give me an opportunity to reset the game, then.
Yeah.
This section just reminds me of level 3 from Stinko Man.
Yeah. I remember when you did that one hack of Stinko Man.
Yeah. That was an odd one.
Yeah. Especially level 7 in it, the ice level in that game.
I remember basically no details of that.
Okay. It was some really weird ice level where you died instantly or something.
Okay, so let's see what we got here.
And you go into the collection room whenever you restart.
Okay. Yay, I am blue now.
For some reason, I think there's
And I lost all
also...
my lives.
Yeah. For some reason, I think there's also a pink spray can as well, which is basically the exact same as Kirby. Like the default Kirby
Like,
coloration.
I guess if you're like a second, third, fourth player and want to be pink, but still, yeah.
Yeah, I guess. That's a bit strange.
Alright, so where do I want to go here? Oh, well that explains a lot right there.
Yeah. Think you can keep exploring the cavern if you go left, or there's another way you can go in the ocean if you go right, but that's...
well, this is that room that you said, if I go up, it leads to a dead end, right?
It was the other room, but yeah, pretty much. I think there's this way over here that's, like, deeper in the cavern.
Okay.
Oh, this is actually close to another,
A boss.
well, there's a mini-boss in this room, but there's also another switch back to the overworld.
Okay.
So... Over the left is a annoying mini-boss that gives you fighter if you want to fight that.
Not particularly. Every once in a while during streams, for some reason, the subject will come up where I mention, like, so-and-so was the most obscure LP I've ever done. And I usually say that it's either Rockman 2, Exhaust, or, Walking in Circles. I don't know if Walking in Circles even counts, but,
Yeah, that's a random one.
the Stinko Mario 20x8 or whatever it was is probably the most obscure one.
I'd go back to that room where you just hit the switch, because you can open up another shortcut to the overworld.
Like right here?
Like through that door.
Oh, okay. Oh,
like go through that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm just a bit of a slow learner when it comes to like what these different types of doors do, because I'm not really remembering what they are.
They're basically just I'd say they're not much different than like doors in any other Kirby game, really. I don't actually remember how to get that chest. I think you need to use beam with something, but I don't really remember.
Beam looks about right.
Yeah.
Nope, I'll just use Crash. It'll somehow work. That sounded like a Mario RPG sound effect.
Yeah, I can see that. Cutter can be angled in this game, too.
Hmm?
You can angle the cutter boomerangs in this game.
Get out of here. And can we get back up without losing it? And now it's going to be like a 1-up.
Yeah. Oh, it's perfect.
Now I can be brown.
And... yeah.
Is that... Do I need Mini to get through there?
No, it's just whenever you beat the mini-boss.
Does this one have any alternate attacks?
Not really. Well, it has the dashing and the fire in the middle, basically.
Like, I'm not seeing the dash move doing anything different.
Not really. And that, basically.
And there we go.
I guess one advantage to having your allies is that they can help you against mini-bosses.
Yeah, I should probably call them in.
Especially because they usually have abilities.
I like how I immediately forgot that I was blue and was very confused there for a minute. You guys in the middle want to do something? No? Okay.
Sometimes it's convenient to... if you see your allies having a rare ability like UFO, it might be good to call them in and, like, just hope they get hit by something and then just steal their UFO. And I think you got Parasol because I think you inhaled another guy's Parasol at the same time you inhaled the bat, so...
Yeah. Yeah, I think there's, like... There's basically no consistency in the Kirby games, whether, like, if you suck up your own ability and something else, like, some of them you get the other one, some of them you get your own.
Yeah, I always thought it was mostly just the ability that the star had, but I think some of the newer ones...
I want to say
I'm not really
would give
sure.
you the other one.
And Superstar would give you the other one?
I think. I don't remember for certain.
I think it's more oddly consistent or inconsistent whether or not, like, abilities would make you lose your... or, being hit would make you lose your ability or not. It's like, I know in a lot of, like, the earlier ones...
Yeah, it's
basically
like every
anything...
single hit.
Yeah, pretty much. And then Superstar came out, and then... in Superstar in 64...
I don't know if it's random, or if it's, like, if you take a certain... like, if you pass a certain threshold, or...
I don't know. I know, like, some things, like, can grab you, like, that one mini-boss that could suplex in Superstar, for example.
Yeah.
Like, if he grabs you, you lose your ability, but...
God, I am so freaking awful at this game.
I think you should be coming up on another area here pretty soon. Like, go to the left door, I think. Yeah, there's an area, another switch area at the bottom of this way. Stone's actually pretty good for this room.
Yeah, I actually want to go back in here too and see what this does. if I don't die first.
Stone's actually a surprisingly good ability in this game, because you can kind of move around a lot, like, after you use it.
How so?
Like, when you come out of stone form, you're given, like, some time to move afterwards, and you can keep using stone, like, in and out of those times, and it's just a really strong ability against bosses in general, so
Okay.
it can be helpful for that.
Well, this is a useful door. I'm glad I went in it. Wait, I can't even get back up.
I think you can go up above.
Oh, okay.
And fortunately, I think most of this room is downhill, so stone's very helpful for this. There's a door to the bottom left area of here that, yeah, I believe this is another switch to the overworld.
Okay.
And judging by your health and live situation, that might be nice. And I think you're actually pretty close to the boss of this area as well.
Every frickin' time.
One thing I always see that kind of disappoints me in discussions is whenever people bring up the topic of why did they bring Spark back instead of Plasma, even though the two abilities in recent games have pretty much just been merged together.
Yeah.
Like, I like what they did with Spark, Ice, and Fire by merging their other counterpart abilities together.
Yeah, I remember even in, like, even as a kid playing Kirby's Adventure, I didn't really understand why Ice and Freeze were two different things.
Yeah.
I always preferred Freeze between the two, but,
Yeah.
okay, is there any way for me to get over there, or do I need, like, rocket or something?
You can use the sword guy's up B to hit that block. I think. Like, yeah, using it up at that bomb block.
How would I be able to hit that?
Like, stand roughly where you are, like, on that middle platform there.
Oh, okay. I did not expect it to do what it just did.
Yeah, I think later on in the room you can come back, but
Okay.
yeah.
Do I want to continue going up, or should I hit
Go up. You can hit the switch and then just go through the door to the left.
Okay.
Then you can return. Or, yeah, I think this should work. Don't go for the one-up.
Yeah, I was trying to see if there was any way to return from that.
Yeah.
Oh, damn it, I don't have stone.
Oh, shit.
Let's see.
I didn't think this through.
Oh well. Guess not
Yeah.
much I can do about it, because I can't drop through that, so...
Yeah. You're close enough to the boss anyway, and you have a shortcut around here anyway, so... I think you have to fight Bonkers at the end of this area, but... And then...
Yeah, here we go. And just sit here for a few days. Do I want hammer?
I wouldn't say it's the most helpful ability in this next area, but it's actually pretty good. You're basically right at the boss.
Okay. Oh, okay. Well, there's throw. Clearly I'll take that one.
Throw's actually a very good ability for this fight.
Oh, okay. I guess I'll try
So,
that.
it functions pretty much the exact same as it did in Nightmare in Dreamland, so...
Where I basically never used it, but yeah.
Yeah. This seems like a Kirby ability that just hasn't really done a whole lot, or like...
Yeah, I mean, throw
You
and
know what?
backdrop, I guess, kind of got combined into suplex, and then I don't know if suplex has been in any games since Superstar.
I don't think so either. Throw hasn't really been in any games since this.
Like, I always considered it kind of a weird ability, because I guess if it makes your attack stronger than if you're just spitting back the items, then it's useful, but it just always seemed like if you're going to use this, you might as well just have no ability. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, the ability I really wanted back for a long time was, Jet Kirby.
Which one?
Jet.
Oh, Jet. See,
Yeah.
I never liked Jet. I never really found it to be very useful.
Yeah, I mean, it's... I guess it's one of those things where it's kind of hard to use at first, but once you start learning it, it can be a very useful ability, because...
And there we go.
Yeah. Actually, I think because the Kirbys are in there, whenever you respawn in the room, I think the boss's health will still be half empty. Or maybe not, actually, I guess. Okay, I guess not then. Sometimes it works like that with bosses, but I guess not this time. Yeah, actually, after... Yeah, okay. Actually, if you die again, it's a game over, so...
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say, after replaying the original Superstar a bit recently, like, I kinda learned why some people might not have liked Jet originally in it, because it is an awkward ability in that game.
Has it been improved since then?
Yes. Even in Superstar Ultra, I think it's been improved a bit. Like, you can, like, dash through... In the original, like, you could... Like, in the original, sometimes if you try to dash through an enemy or whatever, it wouldn't really work that well, but in the remake, you can more or less just dash through a lot of shit. And in Planet Robobot, which was finally the game when it came back, they just made it God tier, basically.
Okay.
Like, they just made it feel all around better, like, the flying was better, it got a good robot mode. It was used, and it was pretty much given to you, like, right before, like, half the bosses in the game, so... It was just a really good ability in general in that game.
Alright, so, I beat the bosses of 1 and 3. This is still Area 2, right?
Well, Area 1 doesn't
2
have
and
a
4,
boss.
right?
2 and 3.
Oh, okay, so this was 3, and... Wait, didn't I beat the boss of 2?
Yeah, that was the
Why did
King
it
Golem guy.
skip over a spot, then?
I'm not sure why it does that.
But I didn't beat the one in here, though, so I guess I'll be going back in this area. Oh, I have throw. Let's see. Any idea
Area
where I'm supposed to
4
go?
is Area 4 is technically the next area. You basically go right and keep going up a bunch.
Okay. That looks like I need cutter.
Cutter or sword, yeah. I think there's a big sword guy somewhere in here. Oh,
Well, he's down there, where I
I think there's
anything.
a cutter guy up ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Cutter's usually one of my favorite abilities in some of the games, but it's like really good in some, but not so great in others.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
I really like it in the original Kirby's Adventure, just because it's a really fast ability. And it's broken as shit in Squeak Squad. So...
Yeah, Squeak Squad's one that I know absolutely nothing about.
Yeah, it generally, I think, gets not really flack, but it's not really that new or interesting, and it's kind of on the easy side.
I seem to remember this part, because getting the other Kirbys to cooperate and pull this block out is very difficult.
Yeah, I don't think you want to go that way. Can you check the map for a second? Actually, yeah, keep going the top... Yeah, keep going the top left way.
Well, doesn't that take me to Area 1?
Yeah, but this is pretty much a dead-end area, though, otherwise. Like, I think this is, like, a way how you can keep going to, like, new areas. Green as UFO.
Oh. Yeah, I wouldn't mind getting that. I guess I can call him in.
Yeah, hope he's an idiot and run into something. UFO's kind of shitty in this game, too, because if you go into the overworld... If you go into the overworld with UFO, you lose it, basically, so...
Hmm. What the hell
these
was that
enemies-
thing up there?
They go in their holes if you try and get close to them. You need to usually hit them from a range.
Yeah, UFO has always been my favorite.
Yeah. Surprised it took them a long time to bring it back. Like, it wasn't in a game since Squeak Squad until Robobot.
I don't even remember it being in Robobot.
It's,
watched Vinny's playthrough of that.
yeah, it's a, you need to use the Kirby Amiibo on it.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize there were things that were exclusive to the Amiibos.
Yeah, there's different costumes, there's an ability that's otherwise really hard to find, and there's the UFO
Smash
ability,
one,
which...
right?
Yeah. Smash is actually in this game, too.
Yeah, I knew that. I'm kind of waiting
Actually,
until I
Red
can
has
get
it right now, coincidentally.
Hmm?
Red has it right now, coincidentally.
Oh. I'll stick with UFO, though.
Yeah, UFO's pretty good.
Gotta get that beef, so I can give it
I think Smash is still probably my favorite in this game, just because it's a very good combination of sword, fighter, stone, and...
Hammer, I think.
Hammer, yeah. I knew there was 4, but I couldn't remember what the 4th one was.
Are these destroyable?
No.
They kind of look
Never
like
actually-
they should be. That's
Never
weird.
actually even noticed that before, they do.
Yeah, it feels like that should be something that you blow up with a bomb or something.
Yeah. I don't think bomb's useful for, like, any puzzles in this game.
Actually, hold on. Let me... I mean, I assume if you know this game well, then you would know if they're destroyable, but I am, curious, so I'm gonna save, drop this ability, get the bomb. And... no, that is a disappointment.
There's actually literally nothing there. So, it's just a solid wall. There is actually a door down here, yeah.
Can I seriously not go down?
No, UFO cannot go I
Excellent.
think it does that...
Toss the ability, go down, and then get it back, but
Yeah, that's kind of iffy whether or not that would work. I think this is a shortcut, or the up path is a shortcut back.
oh, god damn it. This is a button room right now. See, I thought the okay, that looked like a fancy door before I opened it. I don't know.
The fancy doors take you to new areas.
So for this game to be considered 100%, I know you have to, like, go into every area and open every chest, but for stuff like this, because I went in this door from the other way, like, do I have to go in from this direction for it to also count?
No. 100% I think literally just means... I don't even know if it means going through every door or not. I think it's literally just getting all the switches and treasure chests.
I would like to get down there. Not sure how. Probably
Can you
stone.
Can you shoot a fully charged shot through the wall here, or...?
Oh, okay. Did not realize it would do that.
Yeah.
Oh boy, sheet music.
Yeah, you don't get the sound test for a long time in this game, so... I
should probably actually cut the recording in a second here. Let me just, see if I get to something noteworthy, which I probably won't.
I'm not sure. Oh, wait, is
oh,
this...
there's that one door.
Yeah,
well,
so
I've now done a circle.
Yeah.
Alright, we're gonna consider going in a circle to be an interesting happening, so... recording break. Boop. So, now that I have gone in a circle, not sure where I'm wanting to head next. Did I go in this door?
I think going up, yeah. You go back in that door, though, I think, because I think you want to go up this time instead of breaking those.
Right, okay.
And, oh, okay, I just keep going through this area. I think... I always get confused because a lot of areas in Rainbow Root and the next area look like this, like, with the kind of mountainous theme to them, but there's a UFO in one of these rooms normally, so...
What does the green Kirby have?
Stone.
Okay. That looked like a turbine. I wasn't sure what that was.
Yeah. For a long
boy.
time, I didn't actually know this, but in Superstar, Ninja and Stone were actually just palette swaps.
Are they?
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember what they look like. I guess they are, huh?
Shoot, I'd go back to the other area we were just in, because there's, I think one of these ways just leads to dead ends and such.
Okay.
And the bottom left path in this area leads to a way you want to be going. Yeah, and I think I heard as well that... I think it was in Superstar as well, Plasma and Fire were palette swaps, I think.
That one I could probably say.
Yeah. I think it was due to these palette swaps that...
Oh shit, I lost the UFO.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Oh well.
Tornadoes still as hard to use as ever.
Yeah. Which way do I want to go?
You could eventually reach Area 5 and 7 if you keep going left.
I'd rather just try to go after a boss, I think.
Okay, I'd go right then, I guess. Usually I stumble upon the other part of Area 4 before this, so I guess go up, I suppose.
Success.
Yeah, Tornado usually sucks in a lot of the games, but I guess like Cutter, it's also broken as shit in Squeak Squad.
Yeah, we're getting rid of that ability right away.
Yeah. Yeah, the only games I've liked Tornado in were... It has uses in Adventure, but not all the time.
Yeah. It is the frickin' worst in Dream Course.
Oh god, yeah.
I mean, it's... Without it, a lot of levels would be impossible to beat, like, as a whole in one, or even, like, in any reasonable amount of moves, but it's impossible to frickin' control.
Yeah, the task of Dream Course is just friggin' ridiculous.
Yeah, I've watched some of that.
Oh my god. I think there's only one course in all of
guys,
Dream...
you wanna, like, come over here? There's only one course, like what?
Only one course in Dream Course that you can't hole in one. I think that Sword's Shockwave can hit that, like the up B.
Okay. Still have to be frickin' fast about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, there's a UFO.
Yeah, I knew it was in one of these rooms somewhere.
Suddenly. Oh shit. Did not expect this sudden change.
Yeah, this is what the other half of the area looks like.
Oh, this is the same area?
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't think I ever actually looked at the name of the area I was in, so I didn't remember it was Mustard Mountain.
Yeah. Mustard Mountain, well, there's a lot of parts of Mustard Mountain and Rainbow Root kind of look the same, and it's kind of hard to distinguish the two. Don't think you can kill Fan before initiating the actual fight.
Yeah, looks like not. That was a bit lame.
I don't actually think... I'm trying to remember if you even want to go that way for Fan or not. I think that that kind of leads to a dead end. I think you might be better off going that way.
Alright.
So... Or not. This is a dead end area.
Oh well.
So...
That means I'll lose the UFO though, right?
Yeah.
Well, I will make use of it while I have it. When do I get magic?
Magic? It's only from a mini-boss in this game, I think. I don't think a regular enemy for magic was introduced until Squeak Squad, so... Magic's kinda shit in this game, though, too.
Oh, okay.
Because
And
it
I
was...
lost the UFO anyway.
Magic was a weird ability because it was a one-time use thing in this game, but it's regular ability in Squeak Squad. So...
I didn't realize it was one-time use.
Yeah. It was...
I want to...
going right.
And I just arbitrarily lose Mini, okay.
At least Mini isn't as bad as the freaking Mini Mushroom in the new Super Mario Bros. Games.
I kind of liked that mechanic, but,
It's used too much in the original, I think.
I haven't played the majority of those in so long.
Yeah.
I played the hell out of the Wii one, because, it had the multiplayer and my brothers liked to play that one.
Yeah.
I played the original and the 3DS one, like, once each, and I think I only played the Wii U one. Well, no, I played through the Wii U one once, and then I had the, there was like a stream where I raced that game against somebody else, and that was like the only other time I ever played it.
This is a warp star to a new area. I didn't realize you were going to this. Where does this lead, I wonder? Area 9, it seems like. Okay.
Okay.
I think this is in the...
Come on, really?
I think this is in the area with the sound test, actually.
That's what I always wanted.
Yeah, I think in the bottom left area of this place you can get the sound test. Though to be fair, at least if you're gonna be staying in here for a while, which I think you're near the switch for this anyway, Master Hand's not far from here, I think.
I'm glad that I knew Master Hand was in this because of the stream, because otherwise that would have been a pretty big spoiler.
Oh, yeah, true. Well, I mean, we already mentioned Smash. Sound test is through that door you just passed up.
What is it?
The sound test?
Where?
In the room you just... in the bottom right corner of this room, basically.
Oh, okay. I guess I might as well grab it.
Yeah. I didn't... I didn't realize the thing would have just taken you right here. I figured when we mentioned that, Smash Kirby was in this game, that, yeah, you just go up. Cause, yeah.
Yeah, I remember that, I just remember getting it from, inhaling 2 sleeps at the same time.
Actually, you can do that in this room very easily. There's a lot of sleep enemies in this area.
I will try to do that if I get an opportunity. Let's go ahead and do that.
So how about that Dragon-type Executor?
It's unusual. And it should probably be a Tropius instead.
Yeah. See, that does make more sense, actually, than...
Because it already has a long neck, it's already a dinosaur, which could argue is related to dragons, and, like, it's a frickin' palm tree to begin with, so... Nope, gotta do the Gen 1 pandering. But,
yeah.
That's the thing I find hilarious, is, all these Gen 1ers that are kind of coming out of the woodwork now, and, like, celebrating the fact that, oh, they're bringing back the old Pokemon and making them cool. And I'm like, okay, in what way is this alright, but making a Pokemon similar to a Gen 1, but not exactly the same, is, like, an atrocity.
Yeah,
it's
true.
Like, you look at something like Pidove, oh, this is a shitty ripoff, like, what, just stick with Pidgey, but then give Pidgey, like, a different coloration and it's fine, I don't know.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, I feel with the exception of Talonflame, I feel like most of the birds are...
Yeah, I'm not gonna
Pretty
defend most of
anyway.
the birds. I like Tailo.
Yeah.
And I like Fletchling. Pidove never interested me.
I like Starly as well.
Yeah, Starly's not bad.
Yeah, I mean, really, the most different I'd say would just be Fletchling, because it gets fire flying instead of normal flying.
That was a heart container.
Yeah, pretty much. There's, I think, 4 of those, and they're in the later 4 worlds of the game.
But, my main concern is, I feel like ever since they introduced Wormadam as a Pokemon that is one species but has multiple different forms that are all drastically different in, like, type and stats,
Yeah.
that kind of opened the door to a lot of weird shit that is kind of going a bit too far now, because there's so many things with all
Like, kind of like the
forms.
Saucebuck line, or...
Hmm?
Like, kind of like the Saucebuck line, or...
Well, even that's, like, I mean, the Sawsbuck line is an example. Like, those aren't different stat-wise, but they have different
Yeah.
appearance. But it's like, now that we've got these Kanto things that are just completely different in every way except for name, like, I feel like that's...
I'm just gonna cut you off. There's a split path right here. I believe you want to go the less obvious one, because one of these is a dead end here.
Okay.
Yeah, go the down path. The up path leads to a dead end eventually, so...
Can I still get the treasure?
No, it closes off the bottom path.
Oh, god damn it.
We have a warp back here pretty much to this point anyway, but still...
Excellent.
Whatever.
Alright,
Yeah.
well, is there a way for me to, like, go back and reset the room?
You can hit L to go back to the...
Well, let me
I
just
don't
check if there was a door.
think the door... Anyway, but yeah, on different Pokemon forms or something.
Yeah, I was just saying, like, a good example is Sandshrew. It's called Sandshrew because it's a ground type. It lives in the sand. Now it's just, now it's, like,
Snowshrew.
it's an ice-based thing with, like, igloo head, and it's still called Sandshrew for really no reason whatsoever. Like,
Yeah,
I
that's
feel like
true.
that's a little bit dumb. And,
I'd still... Ironically, I actually do kind of want to use Sandshrew whenever in Sun and Moon, just because there hasn't been a whole lot that's appealed to me so far.
I mean, I'm not saying that they're bad designs. I think that they're pretty
Yeah.
cool looking. I kind of wish that they were, like...
I don't like the quad weakness to fire and fighting, though, but...
Yeah, I just kind of wish they were different Pokemon instead of, like,
Yeah.
variants of existing ones. Because it's like,
There's
out of all the
another
new ones they've shown so far, there's already so many that have different forms on them, like
I
the dancing
don't
bird.
keep
And,
going this way, go the other way. This is another split path. Just...
yeah, rumors are going around now that because, like, the Chinese leak was pretty much proven true, that like one of the things that was apparently said in the leak was that if you import stuff from Gen 1 games, it would keep their original, like, typing and any kind of, like, weird stat differences that might have been changed. So it's like, as the person...
Well, I don't want to see freaking No-Guard Fisher Machamp. That would just be total hell.
I'm a bit concerned about that one too, but it's just like, for me, as the person who always likes to get a living dex and have, like, one of every form and stuff,
Yeah.
am I now gonna have to differentiate between, like,
The original
Gen
Kanto
1
stuff.
Clefairy normal type versus Gen 7 Clefairy fairy type versus Gen 6 Clefairy that has some other kind of difference because they changed it? Like, I don't know. It's like, where do you draw the
Did
line?
they change
on that kind of
Clefairy's type again between Gen 6 and 7, or...?
Well, no, I'm just saying, like, if they give it another form and decide to make it, like, an electric
yeah,
type
that
or
would
something.
be really stupid. I feel like it's only going to be select Pokemon that have Alola forms, but
Yeah, it's not going to be all of them, but...
Yeah, that would just be ludicrous.
Did you hear that the final form starters for the Gen 7 ones are apparently going to have daytime and nighttime forms?
I did not hear. I don't know anything about the starters forms at all, so...
Okay, if you don't want me to say anything, that's fine.
Yeah, the only thing I heard was that they're... I hope this isn't the case, but I heard that the Firestarter might be firefighting again, which I hope to God that's not the case.
The leak that's being believed makes it look like a firefighting, but the leak says it's actually dark instead of fighting, so...
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense, I guess.
Oh, well, here we go. Immediately get captured. But, yeah, there's apparently 2 forms for each of those, and then Rockruff is gonna have, like, 4 different evolutions with different types, and...
Huh.
There's allegedly gonna be a cat Pokemon that is just normal, but then, like, if you breed it, then it inherits the primary type of the father, so it can have, like, a whole bunch of different types that way.
Huh.
Like...
if you inhale a star from Master Hand when he uses his crushing move, it actually gives you stone. Like that. If you inhaled one of those stars, you can actually get stone from that.
He's almost dead anyway.
Yeah, and if you also use, he hasn't used it yet, but, this here, that gives, fire burning, I guess. I almost said fireball for some reason.
Alright, so let's see how this thing works. Got punches, hammer, hammer, stone.
It's basically how it was in Melee.
Yeah. That's cool. Like, I've seen it be used, I've just never done it myself.
Yeah. It's actually been a bit different since its 2 more recent appearances. So it was in the challenge mode of the Kirby's Dream Collection, like, collection, I guess. I don't know what you'd really call that. And then it's seen Planet Rumblebot.
See, Green's got magic.
Yeah.
I am wanting some kind of healing item, and I'm waiting for when that will eventually be a thing.
I think you have a few screens before the boss. You can also get UFO pretty shortly as well.
I guess I'll stick with this one, though. I used UFO a fair amount earlier, so I will try out the new thing. Laser! No.
No, I was looking at what abilities Kirby gets with the Amiibos in Planet Robot, and some of them are a bit on the absurd side, and some of them are just a bit ridiculous.
What are they?
Ganondorf, for whatever reason, gives poison.
Wait, I didn't realize the non-Kirby ones did stuff.
Yeah, they just give you abilities based on, like, various traits. Like, for example, Mario would give fire. That door just has a treasure in it.
Yeah.
There's some kind of more humorous ones,
hold on. Does Green have Doctor? I didn't think that existed yet.
That's Laser.
Okay. It's like, I didn't think that one existed before Robobot.
No. I still think... I get why, because I think it was because, like, they couldn't do anything about third-party Amiibo, but... Ryu doesn't give Fighter. For whatever reason.
Does it just not work at all, or does it give something else?
It just gives you a random ability.
Oh. Do the Pokemon ones do anything? I know that Game Freak's
Jigglypuff gives Mike.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm assuming Pikachu gives Spark.
Yeah, Charizard's Fire, Lucario's Fighter, Mewtwo's ESP.
Greninja, there's no water ability in that, right?
No, it gives Ninja.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. Sheik also gives Ninja as well. Zelda and Palutena give Mirror, that makes sense.
I forgot Mirror was even in that. And here we just have a floating cube of water.
Yeah.
It's just kind of there.
Yeah, Mirror, I was just glad to see Mirror and Jet back in Planet Robot.
They need to bring back Paint, that was the best one.
Yeah. I'm surprised they didn't bring Paint back in, Canvas Curse. Like, there's a lot of missed opportunities, I think, like, not bringing Mirror back in this game, for example. But...
yeah, what the hell? Like...
yeah. Like, why not Paint and Canvas Curse, Mirror in this game? Like, those are, like, the two big missed opportunities, I think. I'll try and find a list on the Smash Bros. Amiibo thing, because they're
you know, I
pretty...
have to take a second here and really kind of appreciate, like...
oh, jeez,
this was the case in, Superstar also. Like, why does water in the Kirby games just randomly have stars strewn throughout it?
I have no idea.
Like, I understand it's probably because, like, the outside is the only indication that this is water, and so they wanted to make it visually different, but, like, just make it transparent blue or something. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, I guess. And again, I guess we're technically in space right now, so they might be trying to, like... I don't know, really.
This looks like a fun room. If I didn't have UFO.
You can use the laser part of UFO to reflect off the angles here. Like, just hold it in for like a second.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, one of the things I was... initially, for whatever reason, I thought,
yeah.
I thought Rob for a while in... if you used a Rob Amiibo in Planet Robot, I was thinking that it was going to give Jet Kirby, but it actually gives Beam, which makes, I guess, a bit more sense, but... I figured it would have been one or the other, because...
what does Game & Watch do?
I think he gives Circus Kirby.
Okay.
Again, that's an odd friggin' choice. But, yeah.
I guess there's not really much that they could have done with that one.
I mean, Hammer's just about the only other thing I could think of. Wario and Captain Falcon give Wheel.
Alright.
You're pretty much at the boss of this area.
Yeah. And how long will I get to keep this ability? Not very long. Oh shit.
Don't worry, this is not Smash Bros. Melee, so... I don't know why, but I've never, ever liked the Master Hand and Crazy Hand event in Melee.
It's, I mean, it can be annoying. I guess it just depends on how good you are with whatever character you're using.
Yeah, I don't know, I've always had just hell trying to do those last couple events in Melee.
I'd love to know how my 15-year-old self, or however old I was, managed to beat both of those events with every character.
Yeah.
It was a lot of patience there, apparently. Alright, where do you recommend that I go?
I guess you could keep trying to go towards Area 5, just because... I don't actually really remember the way to get to the upper part of Area 4. You would be better off going up. Or you can actually go here, too. Yeah, you can go through here. This is a pretty...
Go left, or...
Yeah, this is a new level here.
Radish Ruins. I don't think I've been here, have I?
No.
That's a face.
Yeah. Yeah, this is probably the most straightforward level in the game.
Alright. I'm okay with this.
Yeah. I've always kind of wanted to screw around in this area, like bringing Missile here and seeing if I could, like, go against the current there, because it's completely too strong to swim against, but... And I don't think you can swim against it even with Missile, but...
Can Missile be used underwater?
You can enter the water with it.
Okay. Come on, really?
Yeah, one of the... I guess probably because there were no other abilities for it, but I find it kind of odd that the Bowser Amiibo gives Stone Kirby in Robobot.
That is kind of weird. You'd think it would just be fire.
Yeah, I mean, they already have Mario, Luigi, and Charizard for fire.
I guess.
And I can't really think of anything else that would be stone. Rosalina and Luma, for whatever reason, list ice. I'm guessing probably because the stage in Mario Kart 7, but...
Yeah, Rosalina's Ice World.
That's like the only thing I could think of.
They're blue. It's good enough.
Yeah. Pretty much every Animal Crossing amiibo gives Leaf.
Makes sense,
I
guess.
Yeah, I never really realized that until today, how many actually could be used for that, so...
I'm gonna see what this door is. But, how many Animal Crossing amiibo even are there? Like, not counting the cards.
God,
Like 80?
16 individual, 17 if you count separate Isabelle amiibo, 18 if you count those, and Villager itself. So...
Yeah,
Also, Olimar and Toad give Leaf off as well. Olimar I can understand. Toad, that's... kind of odd.
Here's a mushroom plant, close enough.
Yeah, usually I think Poison would have made a little bit more sense, I guess, but... whatever.
Or just give it Mike, because his voice is horrible.
Yeah. Yeah, Jigglypuff with Mike is hilarious. All the Splatoon ones give Poison as well, for some reason. I guess it kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Ganondorf, I'm still don't really understand that one, but... whatever.
It's Gen 1 Pokemon logic. Just,
Yeah.
there's no dark type, so let's just give everything poison, because poison is bad.
Yeah. Fox and Falco give Jet for some reason, I guess because the R-Wing.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Robin, Pikachu, and Chibi Robo give Spark.
Forgot
Surprisingly,
about
only
that.
4 characters give Sword, Link, Marth, Ike, and Roy.
No Lucina.
I guess not, actually. I didn't even realize that. I imagine Lucina probably does. But... I don't know. Cause...
Oh boy, my favorite thing.
yeah, Shulk I know gives ESP, Toon Link gives Cutter. Yoshi and Zero Suit Samus give Whip, which I guess makes sense. Duck Hunt, Pit, and Dark Pit give Archer.
Yeah. How many 3DS games besides that and Smash even use the Amiibos? There's like, because
Oh,
I don't imagine there's that many.
I think... Well, support
And actually,
version
before answering
last
that,
year, so-
I don't know where I should go.
Because
I'd like to at least beat another boss before we're done.
yeah, I'd say keep going through Cabbage Cavern, like there's...
Which
like...
way?
Left. Or not Cabbage, Radish Ruin, I mean, keep going through. You just ended up at a dead end, I'll help you whenever you get back.
I don't know how to get back, though.
You were, like, just... go back to the area you were just at.
What?
That door there, left.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think through that door.
Yeah, I know, I was just making sure there was nothing else in here.
Yeah. I also think, I'm pretty sure this, not counting spin-offs, I think this is the only Kirby game where Dedede doesn't actually appear at all.
Oh, yeah, I suppose so. I mean, I don't know enough about the other ones to say that, but I
Yeah,
guess
I'm pretty sure he's
in
in
this one yet.
Yeah, he's not in this one at all, so... Yeah, I think they said they might be adding Amiibo support to the new Animal Crossing New Leaf, but I don't know enough about that.
Yeah, I played that game every day for a couple months, and then, as with every other Animal Crossing, basically got sick of it.
Yeah. I actually don't think I've ever played an Animal Crossing game.
They're kind of an unusual set of games. Like, there's no real way to explain why anybody would consider them fun, and yet they kind of are for a little while until it just kind of becomes a grind.
Yeah, I considered getting Wild World back in the day, but I just didn't have the money for it around the time it came out, I guess. Keep going left.
Yeah, I've actually played all four of the main ones. Out of them, I'd say New Leaf is the most interesting, but that's
Yeah,
not
it's
saying
that.
much.
Yeah, that door there.
This one?
And coming up, there's a room where it'll look like a vertical room, like... Yeah, you just keep going left here. This is a very straightforward path. There's one split path coming up, but it's in a very vertical room, and at that point you just want to go down.
Okay.
This actually, I think, has a shortcut area, like another switch thing that can lead you up to Area 5, but I think you might have just missed the opportunity for that anyway, though. Yeah, this is the spot where you just want to go down.
Alright. Oh, duh. I guess I don't really need that. I will get it anyway.
Yeah, I don't think, besides Smash Bros. And Kirby, there's a whole lot of 3DS games that use Amiibo. I'm honestly surprised, at least nothing that we know of anyway, that they're not trying to, like, incorporate Amiibo functionality somehow into Sun and Moon.
Yeah, I've said it before, like, Nintendo would make a shit ton of money if they released, like, a specific set of Pokemon cards that were the Amiibo card things, and just,
Yeah.
like, I mean, as long as they weren't douchebags and made it so there were Pokemon that you had to get this way, I think that would be fine. Is like, I'm trying to think like how they would incorporate that in the main game.
I can see this
like,
working good for like events and stuff though, like event legendaries.
Like I'd say to an extent it would be broken if scanning the card would immediately let you encounter whatever Pokemon that is, but then again, if you're spending money on these things, then, like, yeah, I think you kind of deserve to get that. As long as they don't have the cards for the legendaries be, like, those would probably work a different way.
Yeah. Or, I mean, like, I don't know, if it was something, like, where you could scan a card or whatever and it would get you, like, for, say, the Eon ticket or something like that. Basically like the e-reader, but actually good and able to actually work.
My only exposure to the e-reader was like demo ones that they'd have set up at like GameStop and stuff back when that was still relevant, and I just remember they'd have the thing and then they'd have like a sample card kind of like tied on with a little I guess just a string or whatever, and then you would just scan that to see what it was like, and the card was, like, so freaking torn up and just completely wrecked from all the like, idiot kids that would scan it really haphazardly.
That's the gold one the kids wheel, by the way.
Oh, well, too late now.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard the e-reader failed for a reason.
I mean, I think it was just too obscure, like...
Yeah, there were, besides Pokemon and, like, the GBA Mario games, was there a lot that really even used it? Actually, wasn't it just Mario 3 that used it, too?
I know that Mario 3 did have e-reader specific stuff, which, apparently the levels that you unlock through that are actually pretty cool, and they've never been released in any other way. There were the NES Classics things, where it's like scan 18 cards and now you can play Excitebike type stuff. There's, I know you already mentioned Pokemon, but, the Japanese version of Colosseum had a Scizor that you could catch with an e-reader card.
I think I might have heard about that. I don't remember for sure, though.
You could also get a Togepi and a Mareep from it, but those were already in the game anyway, so, like, what the shit.
I guess,
Here I am
yeah.
thinking, like, here, I'm gonna get Ice. No, I don't need it. Let me think. I want to say Animal Crossing used them, but I don't remember to what degree. Okay, what just happened?
The guy just stole your thing and just ran off.
Jackass. Alright.
Wow, Ice actually has the right skin for once.
What do you mean?
Ice normally is blue in a lot of the games, but because, like, this game has, like, the different, like,
Oh,
spray
yeah.
paints and stuff.
You know, I'm honestly kind of surprised the e-reader even ever happened outside of Japan. It seems just like one of those things, like the Famicom Disk System, Satellaview 64DD, that just would have never caught on anywhere.
Yeah.
Which, to be fair, it never did catch on anywhere, but
Yeah.
they tried. Japan had a lot of weird shit like that.
I think it's probably because their culture's, like, just so different in general.
I guess they're more willing to take risks on weird technology.
Yeah, like, I've heard... Like, now I've heard especially that, like, mobile gaming's, like, big in Japan. So, like, that's probably why, like, a lot of companies try experimenting with mobile games and such.
Yeah. You know about the mobile stuff that was in, the Japanese version of Crystal, right?
Yes, I do.
Did you realize it had a GTS? Because I didn't until really recently.
I don't know if I knew about that, but I thought it was mainly just for battling, but I did hear about that stuff back in the day.
Like, I knew it gave certain online functionality, but I didn't realize it was that extensive.
Yeah.
It's really weird. It's like... That was like 2 generations ahead of... Oh, I didn't realize he was actually a main boss, okay.
Yeah.
I might have time for one more, depending on how far away it's gonna be.
If you want to go for something quick, I'd say Olive Ocean's your best bet. Which, again, doesn't really have a whole lot of split paths. The bottom right corner this way.
Okay. Yeah, because so far I've done the tree, which was number 2, the mole, which was, I think, 4.
3.
That was 3, okay.
9 and
Master
8.
Hand was 9, and then Meta Knight was 8.
Yeah.
So this is the ocean, right?
Yeah.
And I've already gone through... Oh,
Yeah,
I thought I
there's a
went through a
split-
lot of this, apparently not.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. I like how ice is apparently a rare ability in this game. Or at least only
Yeah,
located in, like, one specific area.
Yeah, seems like it. I mean... I don't think it's really in a whole lot of places. Well, there is an entire, ice-themed world, and it's pretty common there, so...
Do I want to go in this?
Yeah, it's quick and easy.
Oh, okay. You weren't kidding.
Yeah. Yeah, the two worlds we haven't seen, or, well, we haven't been to, like, the, like, later half of Mustard Mountain, hardly.
Oh yeah, the weird volcano place.
Yeah, and then there's, basically, the other two worlds are Carrot Castle and Peppermint Palace, which are very similar to each other. They're both... Peppermint Palace is just really large. Okay, don't go through that door, just keep going right. Peppermint Palace is just really friggin' big and has way too many treasures in it for its own good.
Come on, get out of my way.
I think one attention to detail I like in this game is that all the enemies in this game have their own health bar, and it says their names on them as well.
Yeah, I do kind of like that, because I never knew the names of stuff, so it's like...
Yeah.
I doubt I'll ever remember half of them, but it's nice to have them listed.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like, oh, what the fuck is that?
That's the thing that gives magic.
Okay. But yeah, it's like how in, the 3D Zelda games, you always have, like, the partner that'll tell you the names of enemies, and then in Twilight Princess, they just kind of didn't do that, and I wasn't sure why.
Yeah, true.
I would make a Boxy Brown joke from, Aqua Teen Hunger Force, but I can't think of anything clever. So magic just kind of gives a random ability, right? Or not an ability, but like a random effect.
Yeah. I think there's a bunch of Scarfies that normally spawn somewhere.
Well, I want to play around with this, so I'm going to save state and see what happens. Okay, that's basic enough.
I think that turns all the enemies on the screen into 1-ups.
Oh, yeah.
Which is probably like the best thing you can get.
Yeah, that turns me into... Oh.
You don't want to be going that cannon way. This way just leads to a cannon that you don't really want to be going to. Cannons aren't really used a whole lot in this game. Can you keep going down, I wonder? Yeah, I guess you can.
Alright.
Yeah.
Pickled fish lips.
Still have magic, by the way.
I know. I'm waiting for, like, a giant cluster of enemies.
Okay. I think they intended you to use those on those, like, cluster of lip guys.
Yeah, probably.
Let's say for 2 hours, you played through a lot of this game already, like...
Well, I mean, I've... Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, there goes magic.
Hmm.
Oh, well. Like, if I didn't have you telling me, like, which ways to go, I certainly wouldn't have gotten as far, but,
Yeah, that's true. Fair enough.
I've only done half of it, so...
Yeah. So how are your thoughts on this so far compared to Nightmare in Dreamland?
I think this one's more interesting. Like,
yeah, well the other one
the thing about that game was, I felt like it was trying too hard to be exactly like Adventure instead of, kind of using it as a base and improving. Like, it made a little...
Yeah.
It made changes here and there, but when it did, they were, like, either really minor or just questionable.
Yeah, true.
I would have preferred to see, like, keep the same general idea and have, like, the same hub world and themes of stuff, but make the levels a little bit more interesting.
Yeah, I guess. In general, I feel like Adventure is just kind of aged better in general. Like, like, some of the gameplay mechanics I feel just are a bit smoother.
Yeah, I mean, when I played through the two to compare them, I almost always preferred Adventure over the remake. It just seemed better. Maybe it's because, like, I can excuse its faults more for being an old game, whereas the remake should have improved things and didn't.
And I think if you're the definitive version of that game is the 3DS port of Kirby's Adventure, because that, like, fixes a lot of, like, the frame rate issues. Keep going through this way.
Okay.
I think there's a couple split paths here, but I don't think any of them actually really matter too much, so... Like, they all sort of take you to the same place. But yeah, the 3DS version of Adventure, I'd say, is the definitive one, just because there's, like... It fixes a lot of, like, the frame rate issues that plague a lot of NES games.
Classics thing, right?
Yeah.
So how does that work? It's still 8-bit, but it has, like, layers?
Yeah, pretty much.
What other games got 3D re-releases?
Kid Icarus did. I barely played that at all. That's the only other one I have.
I've tried to play Kid Icarus a couple times. It always seemed too hard.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes between Kid Icarus and the original Metroid, I'm only comparing these two because back in the day they were kind of like sister games to each other.
Yeah.
Honestly, I consider the original Metroid harder.
The original Metroid is hard in its own way. It was definitely bullshit in a lot of sections, but
yeah.
The thing is, like, Metroid is... I mean, both of them you can argue are difficult in terms of just surviving if you don't get used to their mechanics, but from what I've seen, like, Metroid, obviously, the difficulty in, like, progressing in the game is figuring out where the fuck you're supposed to go. Kid Icarus, isn't there, like, a whole bunch of weird behind-the-scenes mechanics of, like... There's, like, a point system where you can't waste your shots and stuff, and, like, this impacts what the shops have, and...
Oh, shit. I'm trying to remember this, because it's been a long time since I played the original Kid Icarus.
It just seemed really cryptic. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean... The thing with the original Metroid is, like, I just feel like it's kind of hard to survive in, and especially if you die, you're basically left with nothing.
Yeah, that's what really sucks, and then you just have to find one of those pipes with enemies and sit there and grind for, like, 20 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. Like, Kid Icarus, the levels may be long as all hell and have no checkpoints, but, like... I don't know, they're both pretty bad in their own right.
I've never gotten to a point in that game where you actually enter one of the labyrinths, so I've never even really seen what those are like.
Yeah, they're a bit hellish and kind of heavy on backtracking in their own right. That's the map for this area.
I've actually heard that Kid Icarus gets easier the further you get into it.
Yeah, it really does. Like, once you get past the first world, it's a lot better.
That's kind of shitty design.
Yeah.
Says the person who has made Zelda Classic quests where the same thing is true.
Yeah, true. Well, I mean, are you mainly talking about Big Tip's Adventure 1 here, or Mitch?
Actually, I think BA1 is probably... Well, no, never mind. I remember the first dungeon, and that does have some pretty bad parts, but, Mitch definitely had that problem, and BA2... had the problem where you have to go through the first few levels with no sword, and...
I guess.
Let me think. It's... like... because there was so much time in between development in that game, and there were, like, large pauses of, like, a year or more, I kind of, like, didn't really have a coherent, I guess, difficulty curve. And so, like, the first few levels are, a lot of them are heavily combat-based, and then once you kind of hit the halfway point, there's the terrible maze level, there's level 6, which is just wander around and hope to find something, level 7, which is also mostly exploration, and level 8, which is also mostly exploration.
Yeah.
7 and 8 did have a lot of enemies, though, but,
yeah. 7 was at least interesting.
I think 7 was probably my favorite one, but...
Yeah, that one's fun to go through. I don't like level 6 in that game at all.
My, my, like, imagination worked better than how it ended up coming out.
Yeah.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, sword's really good for this. Stone actually can pretty much kill this boss instantly. Those fish things also can give off sword if you inhale one out of water, though, as well.
Here, useless minions, help me.
And if one of them could get Sword Kirby, that wouldn't be so bad, but...
Just
You can kill him. You can kill him in the water too.
All right.
Yeah, that kind of reminded me of an odd discussion about Sun and Moon as well. Of a rumor I heard where instead of HMs, it might seem like there might just be like rental Pokemon instead.
Yeah, I mean that would be interesting. I'm not
'Cause
sure how
There was some
they're gonna
official
handle this,
artwork
though.
released recently that depicted one of the trainers on a Sharpedo.
Right, and the Sharpedo is in the trailer also.
Yeah, exactly. So
I guess I can keep going a little bit.
yeah,
What's an area I haven't done? This one?
you've done that. I guess go. Yeah, Mustard Mountain's the only way I can think of.
This
You can
one?
go. Yeah, you can go left here and like keep exploring that way, I guess.
Okay. This still says I'm in World 1.
Yeah, this is technically part of World 1, but like you can keep going this way for a little bit and eventually this should lead to where the area where World 5 is, I think. And I don't think you want to break that block, because I think that blocks off another treasure chest, so... Yeah.
Beef. Ooh, is this where the mound is?
The mound?
Yep, there it is. Because, this was from the stream that I watched. He just kind of got here and is like, why is there just like a little mound on this block? Why is that there?
Oh, I never actually noticed that.
It's completely unimpressive, but I thought it was funny.
Yeah. Not sure why that's there.
And so, like, he passed through this area, noticed that, and then, like, did some other stuff, came back, and he's like, up, here's the mound again, and I'm like, mound hype.
I think you just want to keep going downward here.
I never know
Okay.
what I can drop through and what I can't.
Yeah, that's a little bit hard to tell sometimes.
I like how this is still World 1.
Yeah, World 1's just everything in between. I guess to be fair, in the areas outside the area outside World 5, pretty much there isn't really much.
I'm surprised I didn't fall in the pit there.
Yeah.
So wait, was the cannon named Chip, or was that a different enemy?
The cannon's Shotzo.
Okay.
Chips, I think they're just those little yellow bouncing things. And I think the other way to... the other part of this area is through that one... There's one of those stupid mirror enemies that just went in its hole again that I think you need to kill to get to the other area of this place.
Oh, those actually create doors.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, where you see that dirt pile there, there's normally an enemy. I don't know if Wheel can hit that quick enough or not. I think it might be able to.
Let's see if I come from over here. Oh, come on.
Yeah, that's...
There we go.
Yeah.
mean, I'm not gonna get very far, because we're gonna be done in like 5 minutes, but I figured I'd get as far as I could.
I think you can go down, or... I guess...
Do I want to do that door? Oh, I can't go back.
Oh, yeah.
Oh well.
Whatever. This looks like it might be a dead-end way anyway, so I guess that might be good.
Is there any purpose to these dead-end paths?
They usually are needed for like 100%, like there's usually treasure or something at the end. I guess one gimmick I didn't really mention in this game is that, Kirby's inhale is a bit different in this game, because if you hold it down for a few seconds, he inhales a lot bigger.
Yeah, and then he stops.
Yeah, and that's, the bigger inhale is how you inhale like the bigger guys. Oh, right here, break those blocks. That door there, I think... This way always confused me, because there's a bunch of areas that all lead back and forth to the same place. So I think this is... yeah. And the Ice Palace is actually right around the corner from here as well.
I'll at least see what that looks like. Which way do I go?
Okay. Go right. I think you want to... yeah, go through that door. Or no, go back that other way then. Go to that top door that you were just in a few minutes ago.
Up here?
Yeah. And that door there, I think...
oh,
yeah.
Okay.
And there's a side door entrance as well that's actually that door there on the far left that's actually even better for... because this basically takes you to where both the switches in the level are.
It sounded for like a second this was the Bubbly Clouds music, but it's not. It just is kind of similar.
Yeah, I guess I could see that. Yeah, this door here, I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've explored a good portion of the map, it looks like.
All but one spot. And then you can go through the door in the top middle there to open up the way back to the overworld.
Can we, even though I've only been in this one for 2 seconds and haven't really seen it, can I get to the other last area without too much trouble, or how far away is that?
I don't really know the way to the last area.
You just kind of bump into it, usually?
Yeah, usually.
Okay, I'll just stay in this one then.
Okay.
You said it's similar to this one anyway, right? Except it's not icy.
The area you don't need you're missing actually is the fire part of Mustard Mountain.
Oh, okay. Well, I've been there for like 2 seconds, so I've technically seen it.
Yeah. There is actually something you get for hitting all the switches as well. It's just a room where you can get all the abilities. Like the room where you just essentially can get whatever ability you want.
Yeah.
So...
like, I mean, there's no reason why I have to strictly stop at the 2-hour mark anyway, but it's a good stopping point, and the video would get kind of obscenely long at that point, so...
yeah, that's the truth. Actually, this area is a pretty... we might have enough time to beat the boss here if we...
I can try to.
Yeah, it's not that far away, like...
do I need to go down there?
No. Yeah, and it's the top left part of this area is the way you want to be going.
Come on, seriously. Oh boy, I can become pink. It's like in Metroid Prime 3, that game has the credit system where you have to like... okay, can we please get out of here? But yeah, you have to like earn the credits and spend them on different unlockables, and I'm pretty sure that one of the things that you can buy is just a song that already plays on the title screen. What were you saying?
Go back the other way. This is the way to be going.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever played Prime 3 on like a standalone thing, because I have the trilogy, so... I just played Prime 3 on that.
I've been meaning to go through that game again at some point, but
Yeah.
haven't done it in a while.
The only difference I know is that for some reason the guy in the beginning of the game, in like a cutscene, normally he says "damn," but that's edited out in the trilogy for whatever reason.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Actually, it's pretty good that he kept stone, because I think there's a secret in this room that requires it.
Okay.
This is the last room before the boss, pretty much. And I'd recommend getting something with a bit of range, actually.
Okay, so like beam.
Beam or sword or something.
I'd
go to the bottom of
Do
this
I want to
room to
keep
see.
going down?
Yeah. Well, this is just a for. Okay, that's all it was for them.
Okay. Yeah, I'll grab sword then. Grab
Yeah,
my
swords.
sword! Alrighty. I assume there's a large portion of this world that I just didn't explore.
Yeah, this world's probably the biggest in the game. It has the most treasure chests out of any world, though. This is essentially this game's version of Paint Roller.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see what you mean. For some reason, I keep losing myself on the screen. I really don't know why.
I guess with 4 Kirbys it can be a little bit confusing.
Like, it really shouldn't be. I just am having issues. I like the random football.
Yeah.
Other Kirbys, you want to help out a little bit? Yeah,
Oh, this
I
is a lot
definitely see
more
the
like-
paint roller similarities.
It's a
there.
lot more like Paint Roller than I thought, actually.
It basically just is the same thing.
Yeah.
Alright, well that's, yeah, that's 3/4 of the game, jeez. I mean, 3/4
Yeah.
of the bosses. I'm sure there's a lot of stuff I haven't seen, but,
Oh yeah, for sure.
I would consider that a fairly successful demo of this. It's kind of a shame to not finish the whole game at this point, but,
Yeah, I understand.
I will at least be keeping the save file if I ever want to do something with it later on.
Yeah.
But, that was kind of an abrupt ending there. Did you want to have any, like, final thoughts or anything?
Not really a whole lot. This has just been fun to do anyway, so...
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Yeah. No, I don't really got a whole lot to say here.
Any, weird stuff on the unlockables? Let's see.
Did say you had 49%?
Yeah.
Wow, that was a lot more of the game than I thought.
Let's see, other than colors, we've got that thing, sound test. I like how it's emerald, it's not just green.
There's
Ocean,
a different shade.
chocolate.
The shade of green that player 3 has by default is a different shade.
Okay.
So... There's also, like, another shade of blue and just a bunch of other different colors.
I did not realize these existed.
Yeah, they're less important than they were in Nightmare Dreamland.
But yeah, I guess we'll end it here then, so...
Yeah.
Like I said, this has been fun, I enjoyed going through it, and I might eventually finish this game, although I'm not going to promise anything.
Yeah. Probably be interesting of a live stream, but...
Possibly.
Yeah.
And because it's tradition for me to always say this, anybody else who has reached the high enough donation tiers to get their recording sessions like this, if you have not contacted me at all, definitely do that, because I know there's a lot of you who I have not done stuff with. So, until next time, I am not Wilford Brimley.
And I'm Masterstarman.